There we go. Alright, everyone, it is I, VRChat Star Valentine, and today we are gonna be streaming, Fazer Blast! Yeah, we're gonna be exploring Fazer Blast today. And for good reason. So, about what happened, with the attempts at streaming, Vixen, not now, and also about the tech issues with these worlds. I found out it's not my internet that's the issue, as connection was fine earlier. No, apparently it's my GPU having just weird bugs with these worlds, and I don't know why my graphics card's just not liking these worlds at all. But yeah, as I said, So one, yeah, the tech issues are all my GPU. They're all my graphics card. It just doesn't like these security breach worlds for some odd reason. Which really reminds me that I need to get a new GPU, like pronto, if it's gonna keep doing this shit. And number two, about what happened with the Vroom Vroom Drive, the world that I could actually, run stably. So what happened is this. You know the racist asshole I was talking about yesterday? The one that Spring has a crazy amount of reverence for and thinks is an amazing person despite the fact that he's a really shitty person? That guy? First he screamed the N-word, hard R, really loud to my ear. So that was strike one. I had to completely restart that stream. Then, after I restarted it and explained what happened and why I muted everyone's mics, he kicked me from the instance. Like, the dude just cannot take criticism. He cannot handle the fact that people are gonna call him out for being a racist piece of shit. Especially a racist piece of shit who also happens to be crazy ableist. Like, the guy just has no skin whatsoever and has just a very fragile ego that is very, very easy to hurt. Like, sure, he has a ginormous ego, but is a very easy to hurt one. And a very fragile ego. So, yeah, that is pretty much what got us where we are now. Because I cannot drive any of the cars in Vroom Vroom Drive. They are VR only. So, yeah. No. Which, yeah, that's unfortunate. But, hey, at least I have this world to stream. Which, so, it was a major loss, but also kind of a win. Because I at least don't have to worry about AJ potentially getting my stream banned anymore. So, yeah. But seriously, AJ needs to become a good person and needs to not be such a racist piece of shit. But that's just my suggestion. But yeah, let's get to the Fazcade, or Fazer Blast rather. And Vixen's GPU is freaking out and shitting itself left and right. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun stream. But yeah, Fazer Blast is of course the laser tag, the big laser tag arena within FNAF Security Breach and the Fairy Fazbear's Pizzaplex. It makes use of advanced laser technology and is also the place where the player finds the weapon that can stun animatronics, particularly the laser beam, the laser cannon. And the reason why the laser gun stuns them is because due to the way their cameras are designed, they cannot handle flash that well. They cannot handle bright lights that well. So whenever they are exposed to bright light, they malfunction instantly. It is just a flaw with design, and that is inherent to it, and it is something that they currently cannot work out because camera technology is not that advanced to get behind no get beyond what they have currently. So yeah. Um, and it is also one of the most brightly lit and one of the coolest looking areas of the pizza place. I mean, just look at this shit. This is just holy shit where I begin. But yeah, it's really something. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Let's actually do this here. So beginning with the lobby itself, and really the overall aesthetic, you can really see that this, is following a much more space futury kind of theme here. Like you got space themed rides, you got these big space age looking chairs. You got the doors, you got everything. It's just a major just space age just a spacey looking place and a really really fantastic looking place of this. Reminds me of something like Space Mountain or one of those rides you go on in Disney World where they'd have the cool space theme everywhere. It would be all, it would have, the sci-fi kind of feel to it with the rounded cylinders, the machines everywhere, the cool music, all that shit. But, from 2034. And looking a bit more advanced, if I do say so myself. And also, just like all the other reported worlds, it does have dynamic lighting, which is also a big plus, or at least it has light probes everywhere, which is a huge, huge plus of these worlds. Is there a heavy use of light probes literally all over the scene to, make sure that your avatar has a smooth looking light along with it. And the textures themselves actually look pretty good. So overall, really, really love this aesthetic, especially with just the major nostalgia it hits me with. Just riding, all the rides at Epcot, Tomorrowland, all those wonderful rides. I don't really go to Disney World anymore, sadly. Not since they closed a lot of my favorite rides back in the day. Really love the way that these hallways are done. Looks really nice. And here we have the briefing room. We would be set down. You would have either a live cast member or a live employee or robot up here explain to you how the guns work, how to shoot, how to do everything else. And yeah, yeah, that would be where you are, of course, sat down and just have everything explained to you. Overall, really, really like the look of this space, especially with, how much. And sorry that my PC keeps cutting out. It just doesn't like these worlds, as I explained previously. Like, it is not anything with my internet. It is just my graphics card just acting weird. Because it just doesn't like these worlds. Which is kind of why I stopped streaming Security Breach worlds for a while. Because of issues like this. But yeah, especially with how much detail is given to the stage and how much attention is really given to the stage up here. Like they did a fair bit to really explain to people, hey, this shit's real important. You should really listen to it. And to be honest, I think it's kind of hilarious how in the original game they just straight up had the most emotionalist sounding staff bot explain it to you. It was like fight, 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 shoot, 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 and that made me laugh my ass off because here's the thing. Usually you expect people to be pretty emotional when they say that. But no, hearing it from an emotionless machine made it ironic somehow. You expect it to be very intense, very energetic. Yeah, it's coming from something that, barely has any emotions. And I will say, this has to be way, way brighter than any other parts of the Pizzaplex. Most of the time, they're pretty dark for the most part, but nah, not this part, as far as I know. And here we have the suit room, where you can actually grab your suits. You have them on our side view. You have the aliens and the defenders. Aliens have these helmets. Earth defenders have these helmets, but the guns between them are the same. The suits are also the same. Though I do really like the way that these helmets are designed. They are pretty iconic as far as, helmet designs go. And we get Vixen, you hate these worlds, Jesus. I really need a new PC. Fuck this shit. How come it's only certain FNAF worlds that have bizarre text scuff on, and then others stream just fine? Like, really does not make any fucking sense. Like, just some worlds stream A-okay, and then others just have bizarre techno scuff out of nowhere. But yeah, the helmet designs do look pretty good. I will at least give them that. I mean, say what you want about the game itself, but they do have a good artistic style. What's this? Alright. So you have the observation deck up here, which is a comfy little observation deck. You can kind of just hang out, chill with your friends, and watch the game below. It also has some bars, some pizza. And hang on! Mixed nuts! Ooh. Mixed these nuts. I mean, what? Then you got, which one should we check out first? So you got the defenders down here. And then you also have the aliens down here. What the fuck? Apparently we can't go down there through there? Apparently it's an elevator. Okay. And here you are dropped into the belly of the beast, the main section of Fazer Blast. And there's Vixen having more issues. Once again, proving that, yeah, it's my GPU. Just doesn't like certain maps for some reason. And yet, other maps stream fine, but not these ones. Yeah, it's real weird. But yeah, this is the main arena. Very, very stereotypical kind of laser taggy feel to it. You know, like you got your traditional glowing walls, your heavily sci-fi themed scenery, including this little area up here that we'll get to in a bit. Your glowing big plant up here. And hey, the end. How you doing? How you doing, my sliced fox? Because I'm doing better from earlier. Like earlier, I was real pissed off because AJ completely kicked me. Because, you know, I dared to call him out as the asshole he is. Well, first he screamed a slur, and I had to delete the VOD. Directly in my ear, I might add. And then on the second stream attempt, he just straight up kicked me. Guy's a total douche. But yeah, I'm doing a lot better from then on, at least. So I guess I could say that much. But yeah, overall, you know, it's your pretty basic stuff. Only, you know, you got various posters of people around. You got Chiku or Chica in her space outfit. You got you got Freddy doing this. To infinity and your mom. And then you got, you know, the flag. Which, yeah, you can't play it two ways. You can either play it in a control point, or, you know, in team deathmatch. Or the second way, you could play capture the flag, where you would take the flag and then run all the way back to base. At which point it will be captured. Not sure how they do the delivery system to deliver it back. That's a bit of a mystery. But you know, whatever. And you might be using it, or you might be noticing I'm using thrusters a lot. There's a reason I'm using thrusters so much. It's because without this, I cannot navigate this area at all. But you can definitely tell from these a lot of these attractions and the way they're built that this is definitely from 2030 something. Because even now, we can't exactly build them like this. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're alright. And there's also emergency exits, which take you all the way up here through these, just, lead you out this way. Which I do want to take a minute to, kind of talk about the hallways themselves. These are really well designed hallways. Kind of remind me of something out of Star Wars, like in an Imperial Star Destroyer. Something you see in one of those, or in like Star Citizen, or in Dead Space, because these also have a very Dead Space feel to them. Really, really beautifully designed. A little bit too bright, but that might just be an issue with the porter more than anything. And here are the bathrooms, which are your traditional, chica for females, with them all having, chica-themed aesthetics, like the big space chica over here, or glamrock chica, but with a space theme. The big trash cans that have a chica appearance. The little area here with the toilets and all that jazz. And then you got the Freddy themed Tiffany and your mom. Sorry. I got sidetracked. And then you got the Freddy themed one for the boys with Freddy themed aesthetic here. Freddy themed toilets. Your Freddy Fazbear trash bins with a little hat on them. And also mirrors, which unfortunately neither of the mirrors in these bathrooms do function, which that's a little unfortunate. I do love this graphic here. But a lot of them in the later worlds do function, so... Which one thing I do want to say, these goofy neon graphics just... Oh, they make me laugh. And my PC is having more issues. For some reason, my graphics card just doesn't like these maps all that much. And these are the only maps that my GPU has strange issues with. Other maps are fine. Like, I don't have any scuff with any other maps except these boys. Or as much scuff with any of these boys. I just have scuff period because my PC's on the last pile of dog shit that's slowly falling apart. Um, but that's beside the point, pretty much. Do you really like the way that the ship was designed? I know, just the layout of this place definitely looks like somewhere I would have fun in. Oh, they have a little disco ball. I didn't even notice that. And there's a little maintenance area, which I'm not so sure you were ever supposed to access in the games. But I just realized this is a gigantic rocket ship. Really clever way to disguise it, to be honest. Just put around a ginormous ship. But yeah, this gigantic rocket ship right there. And it leads you all the way up. Oh! Hey, SMG6, how you doing? Just streaming some security breach Fazer Blast because AJ decided to screw me over and kick me from their world. Alright. Good night, Boss Slice. My sliced fox. But yeah, if you do access here, it does lead to something over here. It does lead to this little secret. Which is in fact one of the Princess Quest games. And it does have a little charging station, so yeah, you were meant to access this. But yeah. It has a little as a sleeping place of the guard Vanessa or Vanny, who does live on site, of course, by the way. No way she doesn't, with how big this place is. But yeah, this is where she lives. This is where she hangs out. Living completely on a diet of pizza and potentially poisonous Fizzy Faz soda. Though Fizzy Faz is awesome. Or at least most of the people thought it was awesome. But here is Princess Quest 2. And this is where we get into another of those security breach lore areas that I have mixed feelings on. Because here's the thing, Princess Quest, it was a cool idea. Except for a couple of things. Number one, it's alright, SMG6. It's alright. But yeah, as I was saying, so let's talk about Princess Quest here. Princess Quest, is one of the parts that I have a bit of an feeling towards. Like, I do like it as a fun little gimmick, but the Princess Quest ending just fucking confused the plot even more. Which is my big complaint with Security Breach as a whole, is just the unfocused fucking plot. And the multiple ending theme. So in Princess Quest, you go around, you search for light, you try to escape the darkness, and then eventually in the third game, you completely beat the final boss, which by the way is this one up here, and free Vane once and for all. I have overall very mixed feelings about this. Number one, my big problem with my biggest problem with Princess Quest 3 is or Princess Quest in general is number one, that the fact that she just released and then just exits and goes off. It just I know it's meant to be like the that just seems like a good ending. But here's the thing, is that I don't think it should really be an ending. I think it should be like, something you do as a final thing. And I'm not talking headsets, I'm talking Princess Quest, the game, and FNAF Security Breach, not headsets. You're confusing it a bit. But yeah. But as you can see here, but yeah, I think that PQ should be a thing. Yeah, I was talking about the Princess Quest game, not the Meta Quest. If I was talking about the Meta Quest, I would have said Meta Quest. No, Princess Quest. But yeah, it should be a thing you should be required to do to reach the main ending, and or the true or main ending in Secure Breach. And once you do that, once you do the all that, then it should have been you, Vanessa, and all the other animatronics. They should have allowed you to redeem them instead of kill them. They should have allowed you to redeem the animatronics and have them help you. You know, facing down with the, one last brawl with William Afton. And that's how it should have been. That's how Secure Breach should have fucking been. It shouldn't have turned into this, and really, if we're going by the original plot, it should have been, Vanessa and the animatronics, doing the final beatdown. As Gregory wasn't even really in the original script. He was just added in because they completely reworked it to, all the drama. Not right now. And yeah, that's how it should have been. But what do you think of this, world, SMG6? What do you think of the world overall? I pretty much, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It really is fire. All the Secure Breach ports are equally fire. That much I will give them. They're all equally good, except for Ruin. But the problems I have with Ruin are more problems with the game itself, not so much the VRChat ports. Which, if you watch my previous VODs on Ruin, you'll see why I have so many issues with the game. My only complaint, personally, is that my GPU just has weird fucking issues. Yeah, that's because my GPU, yeah, my graphics card just doesn't like certain shit. And I really need to get an upgrade eventually. Also, but yeah, that's pretty much my only complaints with the Security Breach, period, is just, a lot of the endings could have been better planned. Like, a lot of the endings could just been, condensed into one ending. Like, instead of, just having 5 different endings, they should have had, like, 6, or, no, rather 3 different endings. Like, you would have the good ending, then the bad ending. Well, okay, you would have the meh ending, where, you escape. Then you would have the, then you would have the bad ending, where you, get thrown out. And then you have the true ending, where, you would have your, final confrontation with, William Afton. And, beat the ever-loving shit out of them. Yeah. My, FNAF shit always tends to get a lot of views. which is nice because it is a real pain in the ass streaming these worlds. So it's nice that it pays off. But there is something kind of serious that I do need to talk about. It's in regards to Jenny. Yeah, the FNAF movie, I watched it. It's amazing. One of the best movies I have seen in a long time. Okay, Shrey's is good too, but Patreon perks or... But yeah, there is some things I do need to discuss regarding Jenny, and for good reason. The thing is, so as of a few unfortunate discoveries regarding Jenny, uh, namely that they did some really quite horrible things. Um, Not gonna elaborate much more. Any and all further streams with Jenny have been postponed indefinitely. Oh yeah, Carl is major crazy. But yeah, any and all streams with Jenny have been postponed definitely. As such, all those future collabs with her, all those not gonna happen. All those future streams, including her, not gonna happen. Um, literally anything involving her at all. Yeah, no, that ain't happening, Chief. So yeah. Um, yeah, pretty much any and all streams involving her are not gonna fucking happen at this rate, and for good reason. Um, Apparently let's just say there was a lot more than meets the eye, and not in a good way, like in a real, real bad way. Yeah, imagine someone who doesn't know FNAF. I can't. I always thought that said Chica Chuck'em. But no, it's Chica Chicken. Ah, cool little toy rocket ship. What the fuck? Yeah. And there's the Patreon panel. Including, yeah, that one's facial expression is very, interesting. And yes, you also have a small little arcade space over here with several games, including Slappy Von Winkle. I'm sorry, I laugh whenever I see that name. Lazy River. Sunday Stacker. Flip Flop Cop. I'll slappy your winkle. Oh my god. Yeah, we do. That's probably gonna be the eventual goal. Is they're gonna do, because they're gonna do a lot of movies. So they're gonna be doing a second one, and then a third one, And then a fourth one that is probably, possibly security breach based to top it all off. That's as far as I know about the original plan. I don't really know. But yeah, Universal has a lot of plans in store. That's all I know for the sequels. Death Stretch? Oh my god! It's an ostrich with lasers for with laser eyes. Yeah, 2024, 25. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I last heard. But yeah, as I was playing, yeah, no more Jenny streams. Jenny is gone from the roster altogether. I unfriended them for VRChat. I unfriended them for Discord. I unfriended them from everywhere. Do not feel apologetic about it whatsoever. And I'm still trying to get over that. Like, because yeah, I could not believe that I was friends with a person like that. One noticeable issue I will say about this map, one thing that I did notice that is a problem about this map, is there's some weird lag here and there, and I'm not just talking about the stream. And yeah, I'm aware. But no, I'm not just talking about the stream here. I'm talking about, oh, there's a little staff door. Oh, we can't open it. And there's also where one of the other flags is. Let's see if we can find the other flags. Oh, yeah. And then this one, too. Yep. Yeah, Matt Passant, Corey X Kenshin, Corey X Xavier Kenshin. Fantastic guy. He's in it. I watched Corey a couple of times. His shit's real good. I also used to watch Call Me Kevin, who might or might not be an inspiration for some future content I'm gonna do. I'll leave it up to the imagination what I mean by that. Okay, I totally mean that I am eventually gonna play Planet Coaster. I've had a long week. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing a Planet Coaster. Eventually on top of Bioshock, on top of Atomic Heart, on top of literally everything else I had planned, and eventually getting a Wii and a PC with a capture card so I could play Epic Mickey. But yeah, I'm sorry. I am getting so sidetracked going off on these little tangents tonight. Usually, people are not that talkative in my chat. So to actually have, people actually talking in chat is a nice change of pace. But yeah, where do I begin? So I'm gonna explain my yeah, it was gonna be, but he got kicked out because he's doing his own movie, Iron Lung. Um, but yeah, the big issue with this map is there is some weird lag in certain situations, like in certain areas. I do kind of stutter a bit. I think that is largely related to my GPU, though. I don't think it's anything to do with the map itself. But yeah, he was supposed to be then he started making his own movie, and I had to go over to do Iron Lung. Couldn't really focus on couldn't really do any FNAF shit while I was focusing on that. So yeah. So of Planet Coaster, BioShock, Atomic Heart, Epic Mickey. But yeah, sorry if my PC is being really frustrating right now. My graphics card has seen better days. I really need a new GPU. God fucking damn it. But yeah, as I was saying. Um um so of Atomic Heart, Epic Mickey, BioShock, FNAF Security Breach, and Dead Space and Planet Coaster. Which game do you want me? Which game do you most want me to see? Which game do you want me to play first of those? Yeah, and it's specifically these worlds in general. They just lag my PC like hell whenever I stream. And it caused my bitrate to drop to the red or sometimes even drop to 0. Just because my graphics card really does not like this. Like, my encoder will be fine with the other maps, but the instant I join a world like this, it just freaks out. And just starts shitting itself. Yeah, my PC's garbage. It's literally 5 minutes more, Vixen. You could hold on for 5 more minutes, right? But yeah, of those games, I'm probably gonna play BioShock first. Probably gonna get it gifted to me. And then hopefully that's gonna be one of the last fucking streams I'll do on this garbage PC. And they can finally throw it in the trash where it belongs and just transfer all the data off of it to a new PC and be done with this thing. Because I'm telling you what, there are a number of times where I wanted to throw this thing away. Like whenever I stream one of these maps. Oh, garbage dump. Oh, garbage dump. But, so, yeah. Um, what do I think of this world overall? Aesthetic-wise, pretty good. I've always really loved the Security Breach Pizza Plex aesthetic. Like, the way the Pizza Plex looks, has to be one of my favorite designs in fiction. Like, it has to be one of my favorite overall layouts in fiction. It has to be one of my favorite just building, my favorite fictional spaces ever. Like, the Pizza Plus just has a good design and very iconic and just very well done. Um, optimization. Optimization for these worlds is always very between okay to just no. This is more on the okay side. Like, the optimization is alright. It does have weird issues with my GPU, but that's just because I'm running an old-ass PC that can barely stream these worlds. Um, if I had a better PC, then I wouldn't be having all these tech issues. If my GPU was semi-decent. But unfortunately that is the case, and I just have to use this piece of shit that's slowly falling apart. So yeah. And last but not least, level design. Real well done. This has to be one of my favorite parts of the Pizza Plex period. Just very well done. It has a lot of nostalgia, especially towards Space Mountain, Epcot, those kinds of places. Just really nostalgic for me. So how would I rate this map overall? 9.4 out of 10. It's not exactly, the best finite sprite space. It's a bit smaller. There's less things to do. But, it's overall right. It's not exactly bad. Do not poop on the... What the fuck? What is this rule? Why would you need that rule? But yeah. A pretty good map. Not exactly that bad. So what do I have in store next week? Probably, well, since all my collabs with Jenny are now no longer a thing, probably just playing, VRChat as usual. Okay, I hate to say the usual, but the usual. Unless something new comes up. Unless, I either get Bioshock gifted to me or something else of the nature. And then, I'm going full ham. Otherwise, yeah, no. So, yeah, that's pretty much gonna be my plan for next week. But yeah, until then, I gotta get going. I can't really stay here forever. I you know the drill. So, thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, night, week, whatever. And I will see ya all on Monday. For whatever I had planned then. So, yeah. Good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I will see ya all on Monday for whatever I had planned then. So yeah, see you there, everyone.